Hello, hello, hello. I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. Hey, it's 12 o'clock. It's 12 o'clock. It's time to celebrate. It's 12 o'clock. It's 12 o'clock. It's time to celebrate. It's time to celebrate for me. Yay. Hello, everyone out there. Are you with me? Are you talking to me? Um, I hope someone's joining me. So, this is going live on all three of my live channels: Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Yes, 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 yes. Unfortunately, I don't have the Instagram live. I guess I could have put it up. That's an hour is a long time for Instagram. Instagram is instant. So they like quick going on. So I'm so glad it's 12 o'clock, 12:01 on June 15th. And you're here with who? Me. You're on my station. You're on my station. Yvette McQueen, MD, a global physician on a mission to educate about health, travel wellness, and disease prevention. So, I am an emergency physician, travel doctor, and wellness lifestyle coach. That's who I am. So, I'm here. I'm missing some lighting over here. The lighting isn't all that great over there. I missed my lighting. Hold on for a minute. There, that's a little bit better. It's live, it's live, it's live. So I'm glad you could join me. We're here today. So thank you. Hey, Sister Eloise, thank you for joining me. Yes, so we're here for my launch. And I've been posting it all week. I want to let you know I'm so excited about this. You would think this is my first book, and it's not. So for those that are joining me that don't know me, and to reintroduce myself, I am Yvette McQueen. I'm an emergency physician that travels around the United States and the Caribbean, working in different emergency departments and hospitals. I also have a concierge travel medicine business where I assist travelers to stay healthy and safe while they're traveling, particularly internationally, but also domestically. It's a subscription. You can, if you're a frequent traveler, professional, executive, a subscription plan that I'm available for you every month, or you can pay fee for service one-time visit. So that's why I'm here to tell you about my new book. So I'm gonna put in here. Oh, I didn't put it here. So my new book is available at bit.ly/ I wrote it down. I'm so excited. You think this is my first book, 2021. Okay, make that banner. And yes, that's it. And I'm supposed to make a banner for it. So the ebook is now available. The ebook is available on Amazon and I put it in there, .ly/ Dr. Yvette. Can't even spell my name right, 2021. Okay, there we go. We're going to scroll it, uh, show it. There we go. I need for it to scroll. So I'll get that minute. Okay, the book. Let me tell you about the book. This is the book. So I'm not in my traditional purple that I'm normally in. Today I'm in to go with the book. I haven't worn this since like a couple years, New Year's Eve. So. But here we go. Travel 911, a health guide for adventurers. So if you know, I'm already a 3-time bestseller. If you know, my very first book 3 years ago, let's get it, was Travelpedia, a quick guide on how to travel efficiently, healthy, and safely. So this takes people from couch to explorer. It tells you how to pack, how to get a passport, going through TSA if you never traveled before. That was my first book, and it was actually my first bestseller. I'm also a bestseller author because of I have a chapter in this book, The Making of Medical Moguls, Volume 2. I'm also a bestseller because so 3-time bestseller because I have a chapter in Voices of the 21st Century, Powerful, Passionate Women Who Make a Difference. And this was actually an international bestseller. So I'm hoping this one will also be a bestseller. If you go to bit.ly/Dr. Yvette 2021, that's actually this book here, this one right here. And we're going to talk about it. And I don't know why it's not scrolling. Yes, I'm doing this myself. No help today. No help today. Let's see. Add banner. And we're going to scroll. It's going to be a ticker. There you go. Okay, there we go. So we can go back to that. Doop, 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 doop. Okay, let me tell you about this book. So this book, they say, are your bags packed for adventure? Are you ready? Your trip's paid up. And planning and paying for the trip is the beginning. And I'm always, you know me, I'm always talking about planning, planning, planning. That's just the beginning, because we never expect things to happen. And I've always told people, plan for your trip. Make sure if you're internationally, you're getting medical travel insurance. And hey, Dr. Perry, thank you for joining me. That you should get in travel insurance because anything medically can happen. So this book, I call it a doc in your pocket. See it? A doc in your pocket. So if you want me, like I said, I assist travelers in staying healthy and safe. So if I'm not available for you, you can have a doc in your pocket right here. So this book will actually help you to plan what to take, what to experience when you're traveling, things to avoid, and if something should happen medically, injury, it may give you a good start. Because a lot of times, I do also teach wilderness medicine. So wilderness emergency care. So a lot of times you are out there hiking, because I have this one friend, she does Outdoors Diva, and she's out there hiking. I think she's on her number 53 hike of the year. And there's no cell service sometimes out there. So think about no cell service sometimes out there. So you got to get out there and know what to do. So this is what this is. Okay, so basically, I'm going to tell you the chapters. Of course, I introduce myself, why I wrote the book, because this guide gives you information for ideas to pack, situations to anticipate, and how to recognize and handle a medical emergency as a layperson, as a non-medical person. So health items to pack for travel and basic healthy travel. Chapter 2 is on jet lag. There's a chapter on blood clots. There's a chapter on traveler's diarrhea. Now, people always tell me, what's the number one thing that you see when it comes to medically people traveling? Traveler's diarrhea is the number one medical problem people run across. And it's not always food poisoning. Sometimes it's just your gut is not used to the food in the area you're at. You're out somewhere eating the street food, which sometimes that street food is good and tasty, but once it gets in your gut and your bacteria is not used to it, it doesn't come out so well. And the worst thing that happen is to have diarrhea while traveling. You're on a bus, you're on a long ride. Where's the nearest bathroom? You're on a plane. Don't be on one of the small planes that have to go diarrhea. And you go, oh my goodness, I really don't want to have diarrhea. And oh, yeah, you don't want that. So you don't want that. Chapter on fever and malaria. A lot of us is in tune with fever recently because of we're in tune with fever because of the last year. We'll just call it that, the last year, 2020. But malaria, particularly if you're in the area, is not the Bitly not working. Can someone try it out and let me know? I was told it was working. Oh, it's not. Ooh. Uh-oh, they gave me the wrong list, or I'm just typing in it wrong. It's just one of those days. Yep, it's not working. So, yeah, we're gonna give you another. I'll should have checked that out, I guess. Yep. Okay, so we're going back here. I'll fix it in a minute. Hi, everybody. Yes, that's not working. So we're gonna send you to another site in a minute. Another chapter is water accident and illnesses. Are you a one that's always swimming or jet skiing? Diving, you run across those jellyfish, things like that. Altitude sickness and motion sickness. Oh, yeah, altitude, people hiking, things like that. Let's see. Yeah, someone's saying it's not. Let me get it. I'm going to get you. I'm going to figure this out. Uh, and oh, did I tell you the book is only, okay, why is this not? Yeah, it's freezing up on me. Um, did I tell you the book is only $2.99? The ebook? Yes, $2.99. You can get the book $2.99 today, especially during this hour, so we can make it a bestseller. Um, so we're gonna do. Yep, there we go. It's not showing up. It's not showing up today. It's one of those days that it just wants to do that to me, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Let's go back to the chapters. You can throw in some questions in the comments too. Let's see, environmental problems like sunburn, heat stroke. There's also during the wintertime, if you're a skier, about hypothermia, skin problem, rashes, bug bites. Of course, I have prevention and medical travel, things to prevent, things that you can take with you. And then there's a great chapter in here, first aid. First aid as a non-medical person, how to recognize a medical emergency. So let me see. Let me go to that. That's chapter 11, 67, which is a good chapter. Someone said the Bitly worked for me. Okay, you got your copy. Thank you, Dr. Leslie. That's my EM girl. Yeah, so it worked for you. Okay, good. Maybe it's just my computer acting up. I have a yes, been having computer issues lately. I think it's saying I have too much things on my computer, too much storage. So chapter 11. Okay, so um, it's and you know what the great thing is that I splurge and have pictures. You'll see some of my writing because this is my editing copy. But see, I talk about burns. Okay, you talk about burns, chemicals in your eyes, how to control the bleeding. Okay, if you're just a non-medical person, do you know if someone starts bleeding? Do you know what to do? Do you know what to do quickly until you can get medical help? That's what this is. Um, how someone's passing out. What do you do? What do you do? How to put your joint, you twist your ankle, how to put a ace wrap on. Hey, my girl, Dr. Faith Gibson Hubbard. That's my girl. That's my baby, my love. Hi, glad you could join us. Get your book, your ebook. Well, she always gets a copy anyway. I'm her doctor on the phone. I'm a doctor on her phone, not in her pocket. But this could be your doctor in your pocket. How to splint, how to recognize a medical emergency. So that's what's good. And look at how the size of it. Okay. Not gonna, not gonna get this thick book. When I start researching it out, I said, oh, people are traveling and they need a travel book. And I looked at some books and they said, and he's like, oh, this is medical travel, and this is I will help you travel. And I was like, yeah, but you open it up and it has, I'm be honest with you, as a medical person, I knew what it said. But if I wasn't a medical person, it's talking about medical terms and it gets so detailed. You got to do that. And most people be like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. So when you're in an emergency or something happens, well, for a non-medical person, it's automatically emergency. Automatically emergency. This is a dock in your pocket. This is how big it is. See my hand? This fits in a little fanny pack, in your purse, in your backpack. And you can say, and it's not, and it's okay if you don't read it from front to back, but you be like, oh, I remember she talked about, traveler's diarrhea. What should I take for that? How much water should I drink? It talks about rehydration. Oh, I twisted my ankle. Oh, I have a puncture wound. What should I do about that? It's all in here. It's all in here. So that's why I wrote this. for quick and dirty medical treatment, you can have a doc in your pocket. So make sure you get it today, ebook, and you can have an ebook. Of course, you can, I'll tell you later how to get the, if you want the physical copy, because I can always autograph it for you. But you can have it right on your phone. How many people need information right on their phone? Have it on your phone. Pull it up. Pull it up on your phone. Have it on your Kindle. Have it on your iPad. You can have it for $2.99, $2.99 today. Go to that link at Amazon and get it today, and help me be a 4th time Amazon bestseller. So that's good. So today, usually too, is Travel Talk Tuesday. Okay, I'm going to keep talking. I'm going to take a drink. You know, I say stay hydrated, and I believe that. Wet my mouth. So I always talk about Travel Talk Tuesday. So there's some interesting things going on with travel these days. It is all this airline violence. Quite interesting. I haven't seen it on my planes. You know, I'm flying back and forth almost every week. Thank you, Dr. Erica. Yes, thank you. So yeah, I've seen it on my planes. I have not seen it on my plane, but it would be very interesting because I would just step back and look because I'm not taking anybody down. But if they stop breathing, let me know. So yes, but airline travel is increasing because more people are flying. They're flying more. They're ready to go. It's time to go. You know, people, but they're so if you the airline tickets went up June 1st, people believe it or not, and they said by the end of this month they're going to go up again. So if you plan on flying later on this year or early September, I think you may need to start looking into it. So on Travel Talk Tuesday, I tell you about that. Rental cars, there's still a shortage of rental cars. Plan ahead, prepay, or try if you're in a city that has alternative, whether it's train, bus, or ride share, you should try those. Hotels aren't so bad. People are booking hotels, but they're now expanding. Before they would book up because they was only doing like 50% capacity, 75% capacity. People are doing that more. But so the hotels have opened up more. But I will tell you, the house cleaning service is not what it used to be. They don't come in your room anymore. They don't do it every day. Like the hotel I was at last week for my job. They said, well, if you want room service, you got to tell the front desk the day before. The day before. So if you're thinking about that, you need it. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, have this on hand, a doc in your pocket. Yep. And have it on your phone. You can have the real copy, buy a copy for someone to give it to, have it on your phone, your iPad, have it ready to go. So, thank you. Thank you all that's like jumping on, buying their copy now, because I appreciate it. So that let's see what else is new in travel. Of course, since I've last talked to you, Europe has opened up, especially France. No, I didn't run and buy my ticket. Everybody that if you're a follower, but those are new to me, I am a France lover. I love France. I normally go there. I love France. Did I say that already? So France is open up to the U.S. citizens, particularly if you're vaccinated, and you know I am. So yeah, I might have to plan that later on this year. But those open up. But make sure I always tell people plan. Look at the country you want to go to. If you leave in the United States, look at the country you want to go to because there's different rules for each country, different forms you have to fill out, different things you need to upload, things like that. So how many followers do I have? I got your copy. Thank you. She said, Dr. Erica said she got her copy. She got her copy. No, I'm not playing music like some people do because I didn't pay for rights for any music. No, you got to pay for that stuff. So it was enough for the book. I got the book going. So I'm going to put in here, let's see, my email. And I'm going to pull this email up. And are y'all ready for me to give a prize away? Let's see. Y'all ready for a prize? Now, okay, so that's my email, Dr. Yvette at YvetteMcQueenMD.com. And let's see, I got that pulled up. Is it Dr. Yvette? Yeah. So the first person, so I'm going to actually give a question out here. So the question is, this is for people that's been following me for years and know the information. And I've always told my story. I've told my story a lot of times on here and in different podcasts. So this is for a giveaway. So my giveaway right now for coming to join me in my celebration. It's all about travel. Remember, it's about travel. Here, take a drink. It's all about travel. All about travel. This here. Okay, this is about flight. Unfortunately, it is in pink. I shouldn't say fortunately. It's in pink, so you can give it to a female, somebody, or males. If you like pink, that's fine too. No judgment there. I have one family member that he doesn't feel that males should wear pink, but I think pink looks good on some guys. Yeah. It's all about the skin tone. Remember, it's all about the skin tone, people. So, yeah. Anyway, here we go. Something's on my window. This is called a flight essential. It's an inflatable, the eye mask, the neck roll, and a lumbar pillow to go on your lower back. So it comes in this little package here. I will ship it to you. But this is for my followers, and I appreciate people that follow me all the time. If you're on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube, I just put my email up here, Dr. Yvette at YvetteMcQueenMD.com. So if you know my story is I've had a passion for traveling. I've had a passion for traveling from a young age when I took my first international trip. And I took my first international trip solo. I tell the story how I had a pen pal, and I won't say the country because that's another question. I had a pen pal in a country, and I took my first international trip. And the question is, at what age did I take my first international trip? The first person that sends me, I'm sitting here looking at my email, first person that sends me the email, or you could actually type it in the comments. I'm looking at comments too. So you can either email me or type it in the comments. At what age did I take my first international trip? And you'll get this freebie here. This right here. Nope, Faith, you missed it. That's my girl. Yes. At what age? Nope. I was not 13. Nope. I was a teenager. I will give you that. So the first person, you can type it in the comments. I'm watching the comments on all the I'm on live stream, but I'm checking the comments. You can put the comments in Facebook if you're watching it in Facebook. I forgot to share this, didn't I? I'm watching the comments in the StreamYard. If you follow me, let me know at what age was my first trip. Let me see if I can share this. Here, sharing is caring, right? Sharing is caring. Anybody get it yet? Okay, you can email me. Sharing is caring. Yes, thank you everybody for joining me. Yes, I just want to share it to I don't want to share it to them. Anybody get the answer? Yes, Leslie. Yay, Dr. Leslie got it. Dr. Leslie got it. Yes, I was 14. When let me post that. Yes, I was 14 when I took my first international trip. So Dr. Leslie, you get the prize of the inflatable pillow, the neck pillow, the lumbar pillow, and the eye mask. So yes. So my passions for travel all started I would had a pen pal back in the days. I'm going to date myself, 70s, where we wrote letters to people. And she lived in a country in Europe. I'm going to say a country in Europe. And we wrote back and forth. So when I was 14, I took my first international uh, uh, travel trip, and I flew by myself. They signed me out, signed me in. I flew. I loved it, loved it, loved it. Got my passion for it, and that was it. I was ready to go. I was ready to go. Love planes. Yes, thank you, Dr. Jada. Yes, so get your copy, everybody. bit.ly/Dr. Yvette 2021. You can get your ebook for $2.99, $2.99. You can get it today. Let's go for the bestseller. So yes, that's where my passion for travel went. And then as I went through medical school, being an emergency physician, I traveled around the country. I decided I didn't want to stay stagnant, so I travel around the country. I got licensed in a couple of the Caribbean islands. I even got a license in East Africa, a country in East Africa. I'll just say that because my church does a mission there. My church does a mission every 2 years, except for last year, 2020. When we do a mission there, medical mission there. So that's what I do. So I had to try. I had to stay safe. I would say let me stay healthy and safe, because if I'm not healthy, I can't work so that's where this whole concept came from. And then as I was going on group trips, I got to start doing group trips, and people started to get sick on group trips. Who do they come to? Dr. McQueen. I will be there. Hey, thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me. And so I would be on group trips. Dr. McQueen. I was like, yes, I'll help you. I'll give you a letter so the airline know that you're not contagious, that you're just sick, blah, blah, blah. I was like, wait a minute. This needs to be what I do. I love this. Let me merge my travel and my passion for travel and medicine. This is what I do. And I want to say thank you. Thank you to my business coach, Dr. Dre. Hey, Dr. Dre, I know you're out there somewhere, or you'll see the repeat, but Dr. Dre, thank you for helping and pushing me forward. I knew this is what I wanted to do. I just didn't know how. I'm be honest with you. I kind of want to do this, but I don't know how. So he gave me not only the tools, or helped me to find the tools, but also give me the spirit to push it. Thank you for getting the book. I'm gonna say thank you to everybody. She said she got her book. Can't wait to use it when you can travel again. And travel it's up and going. It's up and going. Thank you. Yes, have that doc in your pocket. That's why I say have that doc in your pocket. So I'm saying, Dr. Cecilia, thank you. Yes. So Dr. Dre, I was saying thank you to Dr. Dre. Thank you to Dr. Dre for pushing me forward, giving me that push to say, hey, here's my passions, and I can do this. And I'm sorry, I'm just being honest with you, get paid to do it. Okay. I was doing it anyway, using this brain, this expertise, this nugget to help people out. And that's what I do every day. And I'm just going to use it for my passion now. So I'm out there helping travelers to stay safe and healthy while they're traveling. Now, of course, I'm always available to travel with groups. I've traveled with groups and been the group doctor. I've been the mission doctor. I'm available to travel with families, executives, that any executive out there that want to travel around the world and take their doctor with me, I'm available. Delta, I'm available to teach all your crew how to handle a medical emergency so that you know when a doctor is a doctor. But yeah, here we go. Travel 911. A doc in your pocket. You can get it for $2.99 on Amazon. Right there, the bit.ly/Dr. Yvette 2021, because this is a book for 2021. Like I said, I have a previous book. This is the new one that you can take a doc in your pocket. Okay, right there. So that's been my journey for travel. Let's see what else. Travel Talk Tuesday. What else is news going on in travel? cruises. Yes, they're about to start up again at the end of this month. I think Carnival is starting one, and in the beginning of July, Royal Caribbean is starting theirs. Now, I know Royal Caribbean said they're just going to do the Bahamas right now, do their leave from the Bahamas and go to their private island and back right now. They're planning for later in the year to be able to port in Florida. There's a couple of them that's just going to do, I think Norwegian is doing the Bermuda cycle, just be out there back and forth. Carnival is docking, and I think in Texas and Florida when they start theirs again. The Alaskan cruises are back on, I don't know for June, but I know they're coming back because they were granted the permission. So one thing about Alaskan cruises, you used to have an international port, and that was Canada. Well, Canada was like, no, God, we ain't ready for y'all yet. So they did get permission from, they got a Senate approval to make the cruises just from Seattle up to Alaska and back without docking in Canada. So the Alaskan cruises are usually, who does those? Celebrity, Princess, Norwegian, I think, and Royal Caribbean. So check with all of them if you need to go. Now, I was supposed to be doing an Alaskan cruise last summer. That was canceled. I didn't rebook yet. I might consider just going to Alaska and just seeing it, actually viewing it. But I hear going through the fords and the cliffs are just beautiful on the cruise itself. So I got any travel agents out there. My travel agent out there is Valerie Berry. I go to her on a lot of things, whether it's my own personal travel or group travel. She's awesome. She's awesome. And also a physician. Yes, us physicians like to do lots of stuff. So yes. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So hey, let's see who else I need to thank out there. I always thank my family. You know, anybody that knows me and follow me know that I love my family. I love my family. So if my family's out there watching, from my mom, my sisters, my nieces, you know, Dr. Hubbard's out there. That's my girl. My niece out there. Who else would be out there watching? Of course, my babies, you know, the little tykes, they're in school. Colton is in school, so he can't watch his auntie, but I'm sure he'll watch the replay. And when he watched the replay, say Colton, hey Colton, I called you out. Hey, oh, one of my travel buddies. Oh my goodness. One of my travel buddies. See, I'm on like two different computers here and I'm trying to do this. Hey, Mr. Good, what's up? Glad you could join me. Well, he's one of my travel buddies. We met on a travel trip. That's the one great thing about travel. You meet great people. And they just ends up being your life. So, you know, I love traveling and meeting people and seeing the diversity of people and learning new cultures. But you always have to plan. And if you plan and something happens, you can have a doc in your pocket, Travel 911, a health guide for adventurers, not just travelers, but adventurers. We all are adventurers if we're expanding. Oh, my auntie is on. Hey, auntie. How did the guy say, hey, auntie? You know what movie that was from. But but yeah, so thank you everybody joining. So you can get this for $2.99. Put it on your phone, on your iPad. I've already given away one gift already. Oh my goodness, it's already 12:34. I didn't know it was that late already. See, I'm just here like running off the mouth talking. Yes, get your book, Rodney. Get your book. It's all there. And yes. So what's next? Let's see. Who else I need to thank? Okay, my publisher. This is the publisher is publishyourgift.com. The publisher, you see it on the back here. And you can see it on Amazon. It tells you who the publisher is, publishyourgift.com. My publisher is Ty Davis. Thank you for I always tell people that my publisher and my editor should not be a friend. Because I take them to task. Being a physician, a type A person, we want to be perfectionists. We want to be perfectionists. No one's perfect. If you're human, you are not perfect. You got to get over that myth. But so going through the book, the edits, the time, also procrastinating. Doctors have a tendency to procrastinate. And so Ty and her crew, Ebony was my contact with the publishing company. So she was so Ty is the main publisher. She owned the business, publishyourgift.com. Wonderful. But Ebony, she pushed me. And it's one of those things. I'm gonna tell you something about this publishing. I am a procrastinator, or I'll start something and get distracted. I do. I have a little, I guess it's ADD or whatever, but I'm a physician. I'm an emergency physician. I'll start one project, move to another. And yes, the yellow. Don't you just like this? I'm getting off it. It goes to the book. Like I said, this is like usually my New Year's Eve party. And I just wanted to get flashy. So yeah, I would do my chapters. I turned in my manuscript. But then you have an edit. Your edits due. You get another edit. Your edits due. Approve this, approve that. And I get busy. I forget, little forgetful as you get up there in years, And they were like, you got to turn this in. You got to turn this in. And I was like, I know I want to turn it in. But then they're like, okay, if you don't turn it in, we're going to charge you more. Guess who turned theirs in all the time? So they're not being mean. The publisher was not being mean. They're about business. This is a business, and time is money. So they're like, you don't turn in the time, we're going to charge you more. So I got my book in and I got my book finished. So I appreciate that from my publisher. Thank you, Ty. Thank you. So publishyourgift.com was my publisher. Thank you. And that got it out, ebook form, and Travel 911, and all the wonderful graphics. Because I am good at graphics. I admit that, because did you know in my high school and early college years, I worked at a graphic store? Yes, I worked at a graphic store, learned how to do commercial graphic typesetting. I'm dating myself again. So I am kind of good at graphics, but they did all my graphics for me, which I appreciate. And thank you, thank you, thank you. So those are my thank yous. So of course, hey, get the book out there. So we gave one away. Let's see, it's 12, almost 12:40. I think I'm gonna give another one away. So this is back to my story and my passions. If you're out there, remember, let me go back to see. See if anybody answered it on my email. Nope, nobody sent me email. So I gave y'all my email before. I'll put it back up here again. Where is it at? So you can answer it by email or by putting in the comments. I'm watching the comments. Where is my email? I thought I put it in here. Uh-oh. It's not in the graph. See? Messing up again. Let me make another banner. Let's see. My email, once again, Dr. Yvette at Yvette. My website is YvetteMcQueenM.com. I keep things simple. So if you ever looking for me and you want to get service from me, the travel service, I talked about that, the travel concierge service, I'm available. So here's my email, Dr. Yvette at YvetteMcQueenMD.com. Okay, that's my email. So for the second prize, you can either email me the answer or you can put it in the comments. I'm going to go back to the comments and turn it on. Hey, Dr. Lindy. Hey, that's my EM people. EM, emergency. We're a club. Emergency doctors are a club. Let me tell you something. We stick together. Thank you for showing up. Travel 911. She's another one of my travelers, and she know all this stuff, but give it to someone else. Pass it on to someone, that information that they can take. So what's my next gift? Let's see. I'll just give my I have a my mini travel pack here. Yes, it's even color coordinated now. Mini travel pack. So this is a mini travel pack. And inside here is a mask, some Band-Aids, body wipe, trip wipes, non-alcoholic antibacterial wipes, the mini toothbrush. So these are great for like if you're like on a long flight, whether you're going from East Coast to West Coast, international, you on that red-eye flight and you want to refresh yourself. Um, this has body wash, little tubes of body wash, at least 2 of them. And then this is what I call the shrinkable towel. These are these little pellet towels that you just put water on them and they puff up to, be a face towel if you need to. So this is my mini travel pack that I do sell on my website, drtravelqueen.com. So, but I'm going to do a giveaway. So the question, what is the question? This question. So the question would be, I talked about my passion. Remember my love, my passion. I got it when I was 14. Someone got the answer to 14. And I had a pen pal in a country that I would write to. So what country? And I said somewhere in Europe, but you need to be very specific about the country. What? Just in time for the giveaway. Yes, Dr. Pam. So these are people that people have been following me. And then I have something for the newbies later. Okay. So my passion when I was 14, my first international solo trip that gave me my passion for travel. I had a pen pal in a country that I wrote to in Europe. At 14, I took that trip. What country was my pen pal in? You can write it. You can put it in the comments. You can email me at the email, Dr. Yvette, yvettemcqueen.com. What country was my pen pal in? Okay, I don't see. Yep, I'm checking my email here. Nothing here. Anybody in the comments want to say what country? And you have to be very specific. I need to know what country was my pen pal in. So you can let me know about that. Okay, travel 911, a doc in your pocket. Remember, I told you. For those that's just joining you, thank you. You can get it. It's scrolling down there. bit.ly/ Dr. Yvette 2021. You can get it there. Someone said, I'm just double checking to make sure it still works. See. Yeah, that works. Yeah. It was this little computer that doesn't have any memory that was just acting crazy. It keeps saying it doesn't have any memory because I've downloaded too many stuff, too many graphics, too many articles, things like that. So let me know. That's the back part. Okay. Yeah. Who am I? So it says, you will discover that planning and paying for your trip is just the beginning. This is an informative guide that provides guidance for handling common medical concerns while traveling. From what to pack, to traveler's diarrhea, to skin issues, you'll be introduced to and advised on a wide range of possible unfortunate occurrences. And sometimes it is unfortunate. So yes, thank you, Dr. Leslie, for putting that in again. bit.ly, Dr. Yvette, bit.ly / Dr. Yvette 2021. You can get your ebook copy for $2.99. So yeah, this book, you can get that for $2.99. And it says up here that the paperback is $21.16. That's interesting. I'm gonna have to change that eventually. That's a strange price. $21.16. I didn't put that in. Somebody entered that in. It's actually $19.99. Maybe that's the tax to it. I don't know. But yes, this is $19.99 if you want the copy, which or you can always get it from me, and I'll tell you how to get an autographed copy a little later. So thank you, Dr. Pam. She said she got her book. Dr. Pam got a book. Got your book, because I know you like to travel too. So and it's funny too, because there's a lot of doctors that still come to me, and which I appreciate, because some doctors, even though you're a doctor, you don't know all the areas. With emergency, we do have to know a little bit of everything, and I appreciate that. When doctors come, it's like they don't understand. The whole thing about rehydration for travelers diarrhea, how long it's going to last. I mean, I'll give you a tip here, a little travel tip, kids. So those that like to travel internationally, everybody's like, "Oh, I'm taking have travelers diarrhea, so I'm making sure I take my Cipro with me in case I get sick." Guess what, people? Cipro is no longer the treatment for travelers diarrhea. No, that's your tip for today. Cipro is no longer the treatment for travelers diarrhea. Of course, diarrhea is if you're, they say it, several 8 to 10 stools within 24 hours, several within 2 hours. You start to get dehydrated, you want to hydrate again. And most of the international travelers, especially I'm in a lot of these travel groups, they're saying, "Oh, I got my prescription for Cipro." And you may still be able to get it from your primary care doctor, but in medicine, the International Society for Travel Medicine puts out the guidelines, and Cipro is no longer the treatment for travelers' diarrhea because uh, it's become very resistant, particularly in Southeast Asia. Southeast Asia has become very resistant to Cipro. So that's why it's no longer the treatment. The treatment is azithromycin, azithromycin, whatever you want to call it, just a one-time dose, not several days, a one-time dose. That's the new treatment for travelers' diarrhea. So that's your tip, definitely for 2021. So don't say, "I take my Cipro just in case I get travelers' diarrhea," because it may not work. Here you go, travel 911. And that's what I do. People are traveling internationally and they want to get medical information. Say you're in Spain and you're sick, and you're like, I don't know what to take. You need to go to the pharmacy and get this drug because all of us, all medicine is not going to have the same name as in the United States, or maybe in a different language. Or if you're in this small town, this is your closest hospital, and to find out if they have English speaking hospital. Because sometimes you can do that, of course, with the concierge or hotels, but there's a lot of people that's traveling, they're backpacking, they're going through, they're staying at Airbnbs. You don't have the concierge of a hotel, but you got a concierge of me. You got Wi-Fi, you can find me. Fee for service doctor for travel concierge medicine. I'm there for you. So, or you take this. This is your start. This is your beginning. Travel 911. Have it on your phone or on your iPad that you can get. So yes. Any more comments, people, questions, comments, come to me. This is your time to ask me questions. I told you some of the updates of what's going on about traveling. So I've given away 2 gifts at 12:52. I'm gonna give another gift. This is for the newbies out there. Some of you have been following me for long. So like I said, I've told my story. My passion started when I was 14, one of my first solo trip. Even 2 years ago, I did the recreation of the trip. Where I went to that country. So no one's answered the question for me yet. I went to that country. No one's won that. Yep, no one's won it yet. I went to that country where my pen pal was, and I revisited it, and I, took the train up and around Europe to recreate the trip. So if you know what country I went to when I was 14 years old, put it in the chat. Check here. Let's see, where's the Facebook chat? Nothing in the Facebook chat. Nothing in the Facebook chat. So put it in the chat. Let me know what you think. Travel 911. Okay. Let's see. Did you know that you can get high altitude sickness just here in the United States? So one of the chapters is altitude sickness and motion sickness. So a lot of people like, "Oh, I went hiking Mount Kilimanjaro. I went hiking in Peru, the Himalayas." And they always think, oh, hey, Dr. Eloise. No, it wasn't France. You would think, since I have such a love and passion for France, that it is, but that's not where I went and visit. But so you can get high altitude sickness right here in the United States. Actually, I experienced it a little. Like, I've been working out in New Mexico. So I live on the East Coast, which is flat, flat sea level. And I fly to New Mexico. So when you land in Albuquerque, you're already at like 5,300 feet above sea level in Albuquerque. So they say anytime you go over 5,000 feet from your normal, when you go over 5,000 feet from your normal, you may start to develop some of the symptoms. But they definitely start at 8,000 above sea level, from where you live. So I go to Albuquerque, and then I have to drive 2 hours away. And as I drive, I'm going up in altitude. I'm actually at the Continental Divide, and the Continental Divide is 7,300 feet above sea level. So when I go to work, hydration. Oh my goodness, I feel dehydrated all the time. My lips are dry, my tongue is dry, my skin is dry. I'm like guzzling water for high altitude. I've been doing it for the past few months, so I am starting to get a little used to it. But that first day, I do have a little headache to it if I'm not well hydrated from before. So I like to pre-hydrate before I go. So pre-hydrate the day before. So I get a little headache. I don't eat as much. I'm a little nauseated. I went on a hike. I did one of the canyon hikes one day, and you can see that it's in one of my feeds. It's either my Facebook feed or my Instagram feed, where I did a hike, and I was like, yes, I'm hiking. And I wanted to, I was like, it's not because I could be out of shape. I don't think I'm that bad. I couldn't breathe because of the air. High altitude. And actually, like I said, I have a friend, she's out hiking now in Utah. And she said the highest point was, I think, 9,000 feet. And she was like, yes, her asthma was starting to kick in. Hadn't kicked in all summer, but it did in high altitude. So you can get high altitude just going from one part of the country to the other. And there are peaks in Colorado and Utah that are 14,000 feet. Did you know that? Did you know that? In Colorado, there's a peak of 14,000 feet. I work with some people that are wilderness paramedics. They're wilderness paramedics. They're in very touristy areas, particularly in Colorado. And they are the ones that retrieve people when they get sick or they fall off the mountain. And they've had people fall on cliffs and have to pull them out. Yes, it does happen. It does happen. You think that's just on TV or a movie, but it does happen. And she's like, they tell me, we're at 14,000 feet. They're not used to it. We tell people to acclimate. So what do you do for if you're going? Yeah, you didn't know that. Yes, exactly. Yes, right here in the United States, there's high altitude, so you can do it. So what you need to do is acclimate. And one of the ways, it's in here. One of the ways I tell people to acclimate is if you go in. So if I go from here to Denver or wherever I'm going, and I know I got to go higher, I stop at a point. What you're supposed to do is stop at one point and acclimate that. So I go from here to whatever city, stop, maybe spend the night. Don't plan any vigorous activity that first day you're there. And then if you need to go higher. So a lot of people that are going skiing or higher and things like that, they tell them, okay, fly into Denver, spend the night in Denver, not only because you don't want to drive the snowy roads at night, but spend the night in Denver because you're already there, which is 7,000 feet. And then you can go higher up into the mountains where you need to get the next day. So you need to acclimate. That's how people do Mount Kilimanjaro. I've had several people I know that have hiked Mount Kilimanjaro, which is one of the highest peaks in Africa. I've just looked at it from afar. It's in Tanzania, and I've seen it. It's like, oh, that's beautiful. Let me take a picture. I haven't hiked it. But that's what they do. You go to the summit point, and I think the summit point is 5,000 or 6,000 feet, what they call the base summit, base camp summit. And then each day, they only do about 1,000 to 1,200 feet per day. And that's why it can take 8 to 9 days to actually hike Mount Kilimanjaro, because you're supposed to do it slowly. It's not a fast descent, because when you get up there, you get sick, you can get fluid in your lungs, you cannot breathe. And the worst part is you can get fluid on your brain. And that starts to make you. So that's high altitude sickness. People that have gone to Machu Picchu in Peru. I still have to get there. That was on my list last year. Didn't make it. They take it. They go to a certain point, spend the night there, and then go up. Cusco is highest, and then they need to come back down to the ruins. And they give them the cocoa leaves. And actually, a lot of hotels have oxygen tanks for their tourists. They fly into Cusco. They spend the night there at Cusco. They spend the night there. They give them oxygen tanks. And then they can go on about their business. So yes, that's yes. So high altitude sickness, about acclimating. It's all in here. Take it with you in your pocket. Get your book on Amazon, bit.ly/Dr. Yvette 2021. A doc in your pocket. You want it on your iPad, your phone, for those emergencies. No one came up with the second answer yet. You've been there. Yes. Oh, you love it. That's what Dr. Leslie said. Oh, I can't wait to go. Yes, if you properly prepare, planning and preparing, you can enjoy it, but you got to know what you expect. Because it became a hot destination for a lot of the travel groups in the last couple years. And I know people like, oh, I'm just flying there. Oh, they had great tickets. They had cheap tickets. I went. And they were like, I got so sick. I was like, they just got so sick. They enjoyed it because they couldn't plan for it. Thank you, Dr. Erica. Dr. Erica also said she got her copy. Thank you. So, yeah, you have to plan for your trip. So same thing with Ecuador. Yeah, did people know that Ecuador is up there in high altitude? Quito, Ecuador is up there, high altitude. Yes. Now you can go down low beaches. So that's the one thing about the country. High altitude in Quito, flying to Quito, go down to the beaches. So thank you, everybody. All right, let's see. Take all these off. So no one has gotten the answer for the second one, and it's time for it's 12:57. It's almost time to go. Okay, so the third giveaway. I'm gonna check my email. Nobody gave me the answer for the second one. Dr. Eloise Sister Eloise gave it a good try, but nothing yet. So the second giveaway question was, what country was my pen pal in that I did when I did my first international travel? What country? I've talked about it. And I talked about it 2 years ago when I recreated in 2019, when I recreated the trip. I talked about it then. So let's see. The third gift. Oh, this is especially for my newbies out there. Anybody that's new to my site. I appreciate you following me. Share with your friends. Don't forget, yeah, I did it too, Dr. Erica. I forgot to say share. Share. I think I shared on my let's see. Did I share? I think I've shared. Yep. I shared. Share the information. Yes. So sharing is caring always. So I'll just give another one of these. I have plenty of these. I have another one of these. Another one of these here. Okay. This is the inflatable pillow, eye mask, and a lumbar pillow, neck pillow and lumbar pillow. Oh, let's see. What is my third question? So, once again, travel 911, a dock in your pocket, a dock in your pocket, dock in your pocket. So I'm at the 1 minute mark or 1 hour mark. They're telling me 1 hour, 1 hour. I've been here for 1 hour. So thank you all for the third question. I'm gonna go out with uh, is dun, 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 dun. What did I say? I was right here. What did I say is the number one medical problem people have in traveling? I said it earlier in the beginning. The number one, and it's actually one of my chapters in this book. It's one of my chapters in this book. The number one problem people have when medically traveling. That they say if you find someone that's sick, what's the number one reason? So just email me, you put it in the comments, and you will get this. Dr. Leslie already won one, and I'm waiting for the other two answers, people. But sharing is caring. Okay, Travel 911, a health guide for adventures. You can get it for $2.99. The ebook, it's launched, it's released. Ebook and this. I just got to get these printed out. Hydration. Oh, Dr. Mia. Hydration is actually the cure or how to fix the medical problem. What is the number one medical problem people experience while traveling? Hydration is what I tell them to do after they get it. So if that helps, Dr. Mia. So yes, Travel 911, a health guide adventures. And let's see, I'm just going to health items to pack and travel, basics to healthy travel, jet lag, blood clots, traveler's diarrhea, fever, malaria, water accidents and illnesses, altitude sickness and motion sickness, environmental problems, skin problems, prevention and medical travel insurance, first aid as a non-medical traveler, how to recognize a medical emergency, and post-travel illnesses. I didn't talk about that. Unpreparedness. No, that's that. It's a medical. Come on, Dr. Eloise. Dr. Eloise, you should know. What if I went to Malawi and ate sashima? What's going to happen to me? Yes, she got it. Sister Eloise is on our church mission. We go to Malawi. I was talking about East Africa, where I have my other license, medical license. We go to Malawi every 2 years, except 2020. And yes, sema is what they like to eat in the village. And they always want to give it to us. They're like, oh, eat some of our sema. We're like, oh, no, thank you. Because you will develop, because they make it with their water. They make it with their water. It's almost like a grits type paste. Has no taste to it, but that's filling for them and they eat it. So yes, traveler's diarrhea is the number one medical problem. So thank you, everybody. Yes, Sister Eloise. Sister Eloise, yes, diarrhea. If I ate that sema in Malawi, I would get traveler's diarrhea. Yes, Dr. Pam. And what did I say you don't want? Yes, Mia, Dr. Mia. Yes, yes. You know, she's my traveler. She's one of my traveling buddies too. So yes. So yes, you don't want diarrhea while you're traveling. I've had that. It's not good. You have to find in your bathroom. You're on these planes. Yes, number one reason medical problem they say people have is traveler's diarrhea. Yes. So thank you for answering that. And it's all in here how to answer post-travel illnesses. I talk about post-travel illnesses because people run into things when they come back. Now we're all looking for fever now because of that thing from last year, 2020. But there's other things that cause fever, malaria. You're in we went through a period a few years ago with Zika. People going to South America and getting Zika. There's something in the Caribbean called Chickaganga. I love saying that. Chickaganga. Yes. Cipro. Yes, Cipro is no longer the treatment for traveler's diarrhea. Is azithromycin. That's the tip for now. So yeah, things of fever. You get strange rashes people get when they come back. It depends on what you was doing, were you swimming, What'd you get? Did you get bit by something? Yes. And people like to say strange things like bot flies. Have I been in an emergency room and I cut open a wound and worms and flies come out? Yes. And I was like, where did you travel to? I used to work in Florida, so I had a lot of travelers. So make sure when you get sick after traveling that you tell people where you travel to, because that's helpful. And oh yeah, too, I got emergency contacts in here. See, all the countries. 911 is not universal. 911 is not universal. Like the UK is 999. So that's to let you know, 911 is not universal. I have that in my appendix. And I wouldn't be an emergency doctor if I didn't have in here what? CPR. Yes, this is it. It's for regular people. It's not one of those big, thick books. You ever see a medical book they're about as thick as this? I can probably pull a couple of them out, but they're about as thick as this. Thick, and they're usually like thick, and they're like, oh, well, what do I do? What do I do? No, this helps you do it. Just put your hands on it and do it automatically. A doc in your pocket. Of course, if it's not enough, there's always, you need to go to the hospital, find a concierge, call your concierge travel physician, me. Got Wi-Fi, you can get me. Got Wi-Fi, you can get me. Okay? Travel 911, doc in your pocket. This is my new book. I'm so excited. Share, tell everybody about it. It's $2.99 today. $2.99. You can get the ebook today. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all this people here joining me. You can still email me the answers to get the prize. So I have that one prize out there. This one right here, the one prize out here, that, the country where my pen pal was when I was 14. So you can email me the answer. We'll take that answer. The first person that can do that. But we did give it away, the other two prizes. And thank you, everybody. Get your book. Tell people about it. Help me to be a fourth. I need to be a fourth best-selling author. Then I can always come back with more, write more books. And once again, thank my family. I love you. I love you, all my family out there, from my family, my mom, my sisters, my nieces, my grandnieces and nephews. Of course, my buddy Colton. Colton is my traveling buddy. We're going to travel. Thank you, Sister Eloise. Colton and I, of course, we have our summer adventures, and we missed it last year, but Colton and I are going to be traveling next month. So we're going to have our adventure. And yes, and thank you, Dr. Dre, for pushing me. Thank you, Dr. Dre, for pushing me, and just helping me to excel. Thank you. I appreciate everybody that showed up. And thank you, publisher Ty Davis, for publishyourgift.com. I appreciate it all. You once again, you know who I am. I am Yvette McQueen, MD. Yvette McQueen, MD. I forgot who I am. I am emergency physician, travel doctor, and wellness lifestyle coach. A global physician on a mission to educate about health, travel, wellness, and disease prevention. So I'm just going to give you my website. If you need service from me, you want to get me. Once again, I am Yvette McQueen, MD. That's my email. You send that answer in there too. And I'm going to say my website is Yvette McQueen, MD. There, YvetteMcQueenMD.com. Okay. And you can get the book at bit.ly, bit.ly / Dr. Yvette 2021. It's available today for $2.99. Thank you all that joined me. I appreciate everybody. Peace, love, and rock and roll.